So this week on this job, I'm doing a polished colour blend with a little bit of gold leaf running through it, so I'm going to take you through the process and hopefully you'll enjoy it. This is the Merker. This is a sanding machine that we use. It's completely dustless or near enough. And we've got a little triangle piece for getting in corners and then the round piece there for flattening off the top coat. That's the filler that I use for these kind of jobs. It's 2 Pray is the filler. Mix it up, and even if it's a freshly plastered wall, we always put a skim coat of filler on first when we're doing our polished finishes and sand it down because that gives us the best surface possible to go onto. The filler that we use is quite a fast drying filler, so this one takes roughly about 3 hours to dry before we can sand it. So while I was waiting for that to dry, I made a little sample board just so the customer can completely see the design that we're going for. These are the toners that we use, so we add them colours to the plaster to make it whichever colour we need. For me and my work, I just make the colours up as I go. I find it a lot easier to do. So as you can tell, this one was a polished colour blend with a little bit of gold leaf and veining running on top.
So once that's done, it's just a case of waiting for the filler to dry. Now with the filler you can't really speed up the process. All you can do is add a little bit of air circulation. That seems to help the most. So we filled this one out yesterday, we filled the whole wall out for these sort of designs, and then we sanded it back this morning with an 80 grit and then gone over it with 2 coats of quartz primer. With the Venetian plaster you always need to use quartz primer because that's the only thing that the Venetian plaster will stick to. So now the primer's on, we're going to get the base coat on. So this is a trowel case, this is what we used to keep all the trowels in. So we've got different types. That's a white trowel for white finishes because it doesn't stain the product. That's just your bog standard normal one. That's a burnishing trowel, so that's what we use on the 3rd coat, and that finishes the product off and shines it. That's what makes it shiny, is the pressure of that trowel. Scrapers, various sizes, that's the only sizes that you need really. And then the famous that shaped trowel, trapezoid. I've also got it tattooed on my arm. And then for putting the base on, I use a big trowel like this. This is a super flex trowel, so that's what I use. And then obviously you've got a little other trowel. So that's the only equipment you need really trowel wise, and Comey is a really decent brand. So on this video I've already got the base coat on, and this is the top coat going on. So this has got 2 coats underneath it. Venetian plaster is usually a 3-coat process. The coat's only going super small, but because the surface is nice and flat, I put this top coat on and burnish it as we go. 3/4 of the way to the full shine that we want to get it. To get this shine, we use these polishing pads. These are cart polishing pads, so they start off in like 1000 grit, and then we slowly work our way up through 2, 3 and 4000 grit to get a high shine on it. Next for the stage of this is putting the black veins on. So the black veins are going to go over these little white sections, and then once the black veins are on, we can put the gold leaf on, wax it, and then it's finished off. As you can see, it's already got quite a nice shine, but it's not fully there yet. But this one's going to look quite nice. So this process that I'm doing here is the polishing. This isn't the traditional way to do it. The traditional way is just by the trowel, but this is a little secret way that we use just to get a super extra high shine on the walls. You don't want the buffer on too high of a speed, because if the speed's too high it can end up burning the plaster. So the key for this is low and slow. Take your time and pay a bit of attention. Now it's on to the hand marbling. This bit does take quite a lot of time, to be fair, and we use a super fine brush, and because we've polished the top coat of the product up, the veins can sit a lot better. So that's the finished product. I hope you liked it. If you've got any questions, let me know, and hopefully you will like and subscribe. Bye.